Hello everyone, welcome to William and the Magic Box. Today on our show, we are going to have Ben. Ben's from South Africa. Let's see what Ben has to say. Enjoy the interview.
Yes. So how are you, Ben, today? You okay?
I'm doing very well, thanks. And yourself?
Good. I'm very good. Thank you. Just before we start the game, just tell me, where are you from?
So I'm from Bedfordview in Johannesburg, in Gauteng, South Africa.
Okay. And what? Yeah?
So I moved here about 6 months ago from Durban. So it's very interesting. I like it.
So now you are living in Johannesburg?
Yes. I'm living in Johannesburg now.
For the first time?
No. I've stayed here before. I like the Joburg life because it's so much nicer. It's like it's got a vibe of itself. You know, it's busy and it's especially for young people. It's a really nice.
I see. And what do you do for a living?
So I'm an ISO consultant and an auditor. So I'm not too sure if you are familiar with ISO standards.
I'm not. You can explain me?
So ISO standards is a management system that you implement in businesses. So we specialize in quality management, health and safety management, environmental management, information security management, and business continuity management. So basically we'll go to organization, we'll learn their processes, we'll go back, we'll write a system and procedures and processes for them, we'll go and implement it, and then we audit them to make sure that the process that we implemented, they stick to it and use it, and then we get them certified. But it's an international standard, so it works internationally recognized.
Right. And what's the most interesting thing about your job?
The most interesting thing about my job is the people that I meet, and the reason why I love my job in specific is because every day is completely different. Each day I go to work, I work with different clients. Some of my clients will manufacture floor tiles, some people will manufacture tow bar harnesses, some people do pension funds. So it's like each day it's different. I absolutely love it. It's like going to a new job every day. So you never get bored.
I'm the same as well. I don't like, for me, I like when everything goes different every single day, you know, and have something different happening. I think it makes the job much exciting.
It does.
Right, just before we start the game, tell me something nice in Afrikaans.
In Afrikaans? Something nice?
Afrikaans, sorry, Afrikaans. Tell me something nice in Afrikaans.
Kom ek vir ietsie sê in Afrikaans? Ek dink wat ek vir jou kan sê. Ek kan vir jou sê ons weer is nie baie lekker op die oomblik nie. Dit is baie koud hier so. Reënerig.
What that means?
So I'm saying that the weather is not very nice here at the moment. It's like cold and rainy, but it's the perfect weather for being in bed.
Good, very good. Okay, Ben, so welcome to William the Magic Box. I've got this magic box here full of random fun questions, okay? I'm gonna play a music now just for us to get in the mood before the first question. Are you ready?
Okay.
Let's do it. Okay. Ready for the first question?
Sure.
Let's do it. Right, the first question is, what does your best friend do that comforts you the most?
What?
Yeah.
That comforts me the most? Actually, he annoys me a lot, but it's very good because we've got like this relationship. We like to tease each other, so it's actually nice. So when you tease each other, it's like, you know, you're there for each other.
Amazing. Is he around you as well? He's at Johannesburg or not?
Yes, it's a new friend that I've met recently, so we've just started hanging out and became really good friends. So it's really good because I needed to make some new friends when I moved into this area because all of my friends are down in the coast now.
I see. Let's go for a second question. Let's do it. Okay, before the next question, what's the biggest difference between your own hometown and Johannesburg?
So my old hometown, it's a coastal town. So I don't want to offend all people now, but it's like where all people go to retire. So it's very slow and relaxed, and everyone's on permanent holiday there. And I come from an environment where that's why I like Joburg, because here, if we want to get something done today, we get it done today, you know, and we can move on. So yeah, it's not a nice fast-paced life, and down there it was like always on holiday and nothing ever happened. So it was very frustrating. But the big difference is it's a nice fast-paced life here.
Okay. Next question is, Oh, good question. Tell us about your first kiss and your first love.
My first kiss. Sure. When did I have that? So I can't even remember that. It was probably when I was very young in school. And then my first love. I wonder if probably other people are going to see this, but it's okay. My first love was probably in school. But yeah, you know, parents moved away and everything happened, so life just ended there and continued. And now it's been a while.
It's funny, I remember my first love. My first love was a girl. She, back in Brazil, was 12 years old, 11, 12 years old. And I remember that I just loved like being around her. But you know, when you are very young, you don't know about love, about this kind of, you know, feelings. I remember just felt so good around her. And I remember she had this long hair and I was just sitting, my chair was behind her chair. And I was just sitting close to her. And I remember, and one day, a evil friend, we are still good friends actually, they're evil as well. She said to me, "Oh, William, can you lend me like a pen?" I said, "Yeah, just pick up I have this little box with pens and pencils and everything." And genuinely, my first love, her name was Larissa, it's Larissa. And I just wrote there, and I forgot, I put William and Larissa, and I put like a heart, and I didn't tell anyone. And when she took the little box and she saw it, do you know what she did? She literally stand up in the classroom and she said, "Oh my God, William loves Larissa." Oh my God, she just ruined my day, my entire year, because I was so shy and I was so upset as well. And Larissa was as well, because she didn't know, do you know what I mean? She didn't know like that I mean, as I said, I didn't even feel false love or anything. I just felt good about her. I just put this, oh my God. Anyway, yeah, just like this tragic moment of my first love. Right, let's get another question, Ben. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, what makes you very sentimental?
What makes me very sentimental? That's a very good question. Sometimes when people, for me, I hate seeing people suffer. It really breaks me. It's one of my biggest things. I don't know why. I guess growing up as a kid, growing up in quite a hard life. So now I've worked quite hard to get where I am. But now to see other people, it really gets me down, because I know what it feels like to be in that position. It's not a very nice place to be.
Totally. Yeah, I agree. Right, let's get another question, Ben. From South Africa. Let's do it. Right, Ben, what makes you a unique person?
What makes me a unique person? It's also a very good question. Then what makes me unique? Now you're going to make me think.
Please, take your time.
So let me think, what makes me a unique person? So I'm a very caring and soft person. So when I always say to my friends, when they meet me, they'll always remember me forever. I'll be that friend that you'll remember, because I will go out of my way to make people happy. Well, I guess just being myself and being there to assist others, and, you know, living my life to the best as I can, and not let past or things that happen define you as a person. Right now, it's a question very big.
Good, very good. Yeah.
I guess being myself, and just going on with life.
Actually, I just put myself in your shoes now, and actually I would have the same answer. Actually, I said just being myself as well. I think when you're yourself and you know yourself, I think it makes you unique, actually. Yeah, good.
It does, and that's what I always say to friends as well. Like, you know, for example, when people chat to each other, we're like, you portray to be this different person. I say to people, you mustn't. You must be who you are. People must accept you for who you are. If not,
totally.
They're not going to see the true you. So
totally, absolutely. And I remember a conversation with one of my best friends as well a few years ago. I remember he had this thing about going out, he needs to look perfect. I said to him, look, if you're not gonna be yourself, the person out there is the right person is not gonna see you, because you're not yourself. So they're not gonna see a different person, not gonna happen anything. So just be yourself, relax, and the right people, the right person, like not just like as a relationship, but friends as well. They're not gonna spot you if not yourself, you know. So
see the true version of yourself. Yes,
totally. I think it's insecurity, isn't it? When people pretend being somebody else, it's a bit of insecurity, you know. It's normal.
Yeah, yes. Trying to be something, or try too hard to be something that we're not.
or try to be something other people's eyes. So it doesn't. Yeah.
to what's the right word here? To impress other people or to make other people happy.
Totally. Right, I enjoyed the show so far, Ben.
I'm enjoying it very much.
Good, so let's get another question then. Let's do it. Like dancing?
I have to be very drunk to dance, but now because your music is quite cool, I can feel my body moving, and it's Saturday, so I don't have to work. It's nice.
Cool. Right, what's something that not many people know about you?
Other things that people don't know about me. They don't know, I guess, how much I can care for people if I really want to. I'm one of those people that have a very big heart. And sometimes that is also my curse in life because people take advantage of that situation. But yeah, I would say I'm just a very, very caring person. And people don't sometimes realize how far out of my way I would go. Not necessarily to make them happy, but just to be there or be part of their life and just be an influence or something that assists.
Good.
I'm trying to think how I could answer that question better, but okay. Let's go.
No. It's just, again, they're not right or wrong answers. It's just
yes.
your point of view. There's no pressure at all. Okay, Ben, let's get another question. Let's do it. You have brothers and sisters?
Sorry?
Do you have siblings?
Oh, I have a lot of siblings. I can have like a rugby team. So
really?
Yes, we are 7 kids all together. So I have 2 sisters and 4 brothers.
Oh, wow.
Okay, family, yes.
You are the youngest, the oldest, the middle?
I'm actually the eldest. I'm the eldest and the youngest. How old is he now? He's about 13, 14, I think.
And how old are you?
I haven't seen them in a while.
How old are you?
I'm ancient. I'm 31 now. I'm turning 32 next year. It is.
So young. Right, next question is, what's your favorite holiday season of the year?
My favorite holiday season? So this is actually very interesting because as I was a kid, I used to love winter, but now as I'm grown up, I absolutely love summer. I live for summer. Summer is my life. So summer is my favorite time of the year and favorite holiday time as well because I would go down to my family because they're on the coast, so we spend some time on the beach and those sort of things. Because summer is just awesome. I love it.
Cool, very good. Let's get another question, Ben. Let's do it. Next question is, what do you think people need to know about each other before they get married?
What do people need to know about each other before they get married? That's a very interesting question because, funny enough, briefly touching in my private life, like I've seen a few friends of mine being in relationships now, and sometimes I see how they struggle with each other or fight because they discover things about each other. And myself, because I see those things, so I remove myself from that. So I don't want to be in a relationship at the moment because I just don't want to get caught in it. But I think what people need to know about each other is when they meet each other, they need to set boundaries because obviously everyone will have a past. And it's funny enough how the past always affects people. But when you meet each other, you should say, you know what, the past is the past. We should look at the future and going forward. So what people should know about each other, I think they should know each other's anger levels because it's something that they don't know about. And then maybe what upsets each other, because I found a lot of people or seen a lot of people have arguments or fights or things because they don't understand each other or they don't take the time to speak to each other or even we just get angry and then switch off. So I guess they need to know what upsets each other, what's that trigger or that switch that pushes you over the limit.
Totally.
I would say.
I would say as well, I think, in my opinion, I think they need to spend some time living together before they to get to see each other on a daily basis, how their routine, the thing that they do every day. Because sometimes if you don't spend some time living together, I know sometimes you sleep over here, but when you spend some time like literally living together for a while, before you give the next step, I think it would be a good thing as well, because you could see different part of the person that you don't see every single day.
I actually agree very much with you. Living in a space, you see a different version of a person living in their personal space and being part of their morning rituals or their evening rituals or not rituals, activities.
Yeah, because sometimes sometimes you don't see, if you don't spend some time together, you don't see it. You just see, like, sometimes you just catch it, like little, things just living together. And I think it would be a good advice I would give, advice for people when they get married.
No, definitely.
Right, Ben, let's get another question. Okay. Before the next question, what are you most proud of being South African?
What am I most proud of being South African? Our country. That's a very good question. What am I being most proud of being South African? I guess the beautiful country that we get to live in. I guess people take very much for granted the country that we live in. We are so quickly to jump to the negative sides of things that we don't look at the beauty of what we've got in front of us. And I've got now a few friends that live in different parts of the world, and they were originally from South Africa, and they say how they actually miss being here because it was such a nice life. So I guess if I have to say the thing that I'm being the most proud of being South African is about our beautiful country. It really is a stunning place if you spend some time in it.
Absolutely. Right, next question, Ben. What is one thing that you can't live without?
What's the one thing I can't live without? There's actually two things. It's coffee and my car. I can take everything else, but don't take my coffee because they're not really very grumpy. And I have a love for cars, so don't take my car. I can live in my car, that's okay. But you can have everything else, that's fine.
That's funny. Right, Ben, I've got 3 questions left for you. Let's do it. Okay, next question is, what was the biggest punishment have you ever received?
The biggest punishment I've received, I think it might be a bit sensitive for viewers, so we should not go to that. But the biggest punishment, if I had to say, was learning certain lessons of acting out of rage or anger. So I've come to a point in my life where I've learned getting angry or upset about something, it's absolutely pointless because there's nothing we can do about it. And there's been a few times that out of anger we would do something and the repercussions of it, it's not nice. So to keep it based, I would say learning to control anger, not jump off or get angry, if I could say that. And then I've learned some lessons from there because sometimes when we get angry we do things and we don't think about it, and then there's negative consequences.
I always have an exercise. I literally go for a walk, like, and get some fresh air. And if you go literally like for 5 minutes walk, when you come back, you change. It's gone. It's gone. Like,
yes. Just walk away from the situation and come back.
People think like, it's bullshit, you're gonna care everything. But no, if you literally go for a 5 minutes walk, just like with the fresh air, just see something different. When you come back, you might still be angry, but you're gonna have a different approach.
It's also very, very cool what you're saying that, because you'll see things through different eyes because you've just removed yourself from that situation for a few seconds.
Yeah.
And then come back and you completely see everything different, and you're like, I see now.
Okay, absolutely. 2 questions left. Let's do it.
I love music. So music is a thing for me. I always say to my friends, I live on Shazam. So whenever I go into a place, I like Shazam songs, and then I built this playlist. So I always say to friends, when they listen to my music, they'll probably have like 10 or 20 different emotions in 1 hour because it's from one song to the next song is so different. But I don't like things being the same. I like things being different or surprising, or I don't like doing the same thing over and over. So when, like, for example, music, that's why I love so many different kinds of music, because
me too. It's so different. Yeah, totally. Even when I'm feeling very melancholic or sad for something, with a good music, it makes it even more enjoyable, isn't it?
it's even when I need to think, I would get in my car and I'd get on the freeway and I would just put music on, and that's how I.
It's a therapy. It's a therapy. Your mind just moves away.
It's a whole nother level of therapy, that.
Yes, absolutely. Right. Good question. What's your biggest idol, and what did you learn with this person?
I guess if I can say, I don't know if you've ever seen this series called Queer as Folk, right?
Yeah, I have. Yeah.
So inside there's a gentleman by the name Brian, not for what he does, but just the way he approached life, and he doesn't let what people say and what people do affect him or do. Funny enough, it's when I was about, I would say 17, 18 when I watched this series. It helped me a lot during that time to come over or accept who I am and what it is. For example, in my family, being gay, it's not accepted, or in Afrikaans community, I would say. I don't know, it's changed a lot now, but it was very scared growing up. And then watching that particular series as a kid, it actually
guided you somehow to be more.
Actually, it prepared me for what I was about to go into as an adult, actually. And funny enough, it's the one thing that just jumps out in my head now that I think about an idol. If I could think of other idols, I mean, I have one or two friends that I would look up to in life that also come from a very similar background from where I've come, and they didn't let their past define them, and they've lived quite a wonderful life and they've become quite successful. So there are a few friends that I look up to as well, but one specific, if I should think in my head, was that one, because it very much prepared me for my adult life ahead.
Great, very good, Ben. Amazing. I watched this a few years ago. There was this American version and there is the English version as well. You watched the American one?
I watched the American one. I was actually so into it, I even bought the same car as that guy at one point just because I liked it.
Right, Ben, I've got the last question for you. Let's do it. I can see some movement.
Very nice smile, by the way.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, just made my day now. Thanks so much. You're my first shoot of the day. You already gave so much energy just saying that now.
Your smile brightens up. It makes people happy.
Oh my god. I'm gonna start blushing now, yeah? I'm gonna take my hands and I'm gonna put like that, okay?
See, I'm blushing.
Thank you, man. Thank you for this compliment. Thank you very much. Right. Good question. What's the biggest difference between you and your best friends?
Biggest difference between me and my best friend. So this is a very interesting question because I actually discussed this with a friend too, with my boss actually. My boss and myself are very good friends. So my best friend, we had a joke the other day. He said that we couldn't be friends anymore because I'm too positive for him. So I said to him, I joked with him and I said, because I've come from a very negative background before. So now I try and live only positive. I only try and be positive all the time. So he joked and said that we couldn't be friends because I'm too positive. So I said to him, no. If you want me to be negative, then there won't be enough liquor in this world for the both of us to manage that. So I'm a very positive person, and sometimes it's actually very overwhelming for people because I refuse to see negativity in situations. I believe honestly, if there's a negativity or negative situation, and we give attention or energy to it, then we attract that to come to us. So we give it a purpose in our life. So sometimes people do get annoyed with me because I say to them, even in a bad situation, find the positive. So between me and my friend is the positivity, I say, because he literally said to me, "You can't be friends anymore because you are too positive." And I was like,
It's very interesting to say that because I have this the thing about being positive as well. And friends around me, they always say the same thing. And to be honest with you, I learned that we know that we're gonna go through down and ups and down, yeah. But sometimes when you go through some like say challenge moments, yeah, where it's very sad, and if you put it in a positive way, the pain is less. Do you know what I mean? When you see that. Yeah, and you go through as well. You go through like easier. It's easier to go through. It's easier to understand. It's easier to approach the problem. It's easier to sort it out as well. So being positive and see the positive side of it, and it makes easier. It makes easier and less painful. That's for sure.
No, I agree as well. And being negative, I found it it brings on some sort of depression,
totally,
and those sort of things. And I mean, I also used to suffer from depression, so I try not to anymore. But it's and funny enough, just changing my mindset around it, it's really helped in life as well.
And I think as well, I think being positive, being negative, I realized that's a habit. It's a habit that, yeah, it is, because if you have the habit of being negative, everything is going to be negative. But you put yourself in a different like mood. Okay, I'm going to be positive. It's a habit. At one point, you even don't realize how positive you're going to be and how positive you're behaving. So I agree. It's a habit.
It's funny how you also, when you become positive, how you influence people around you. You can
Totally.
make people want you to become positive as well.
People is a different approach. People come to you, people approach you, and because they see, even if they don't know you, but they feel it. They feel the positivity. Yeah.
But see, and that's the thing. I believe very much in energies. We project our energy. So if you project a positive energy, other people can feel it, and you can attract them by that. If you do negative, people can feel negativity.
Totally.
And just keep it away.
Yeah, I'm very lucky. I've got so many people around me that they are very positive as well, and it's you like sharing positivity. It's good. But again, when you meet someone negative as well, and I like as well, because part of the journey, and have the opportunity to kind of throw away this positivity as well, and they kind of see in a different way. So everything it's welcome. Ben, it's not the end yet. What am I going to do now? I'm going to give away some words, and you just tell me one thing that comes to your mind. Okay? Quick thinking. Ready?
Okay.
Let's start with religion.
So I don't have I used to believe in religion, but I now don't have any belief in religion anymore, just because I've decided to take up, I look at facts, and if I look at facts, yeah, it just does not make sense to me anymore.
Right. How about if I tell you family?
Family. The one to describe this is we can't live with them and you can't live without them. I'll leave it at that.
Good. Money?
Money. Oh, we all love money. The more you have, the better. Yeah, I like money. I'm not going to lie.
Oh, good one. Yes.
What he does, I would like to meet them and ask them why they don't.
Totally. How about love?
Love? At the moment, to me, it's a fairy tale. But I guess once I become part of the fairy tale, I believe in love, but I just have to be part of the fairy tale.
Okay. How about politics?
Politics, also for me, that's bullshit. I try not to get involved in it. It just carries so much negativity with it. And those people who are in politics only are there for themselves. They are not there for the people or the people that they claim to be there for, especially in our country.
Good point. Sex?
Sex? Oh, we all have sex. I'm not going to lie.
Great, absolutely. How about fear?
Fear? I used to have a lot of fear. Now I don't fear anymore. I mean, there are one or two things that we fear, but I welcome fear. I like the excitement of it, actually.
Yes, me too. Actually, sometimes it's a kind of. The other day, I posted on my social media. I said I read somewhere say if your dreams, if your dream don't make you scared, you're not big enough. So
yes, if it doesn't scare you, then you're not doing it right.
Yeah, absolutely. Right. Friendship. One word.
Friendship. It's amazing. I love friendships. I love meeting friends and meeting the right people, because friends can always be there for you when other people can't. When family can't, or your lover, or friends will always be there for you. So when you have a friend, keep them, guard them with your life.
Great. Desire.
Desire. Desire. We all, I guess, well, no, I mustn't speak about others, but we all desire something in life. But
it's
desire, it's nice.
Cool. How about regret?
Regret? So going back to that question from earlier about that gentleman, Brian, he had that statement that said no regrets, no apologies. So I kind of try and live my life by that philosophy, because if you regret something, you're not going to be, you shouldn't have regrets. And if you do, you need to go and reconcile and fix it so that you don't have regrets. Because I live my life by this philosophy as well. Like when I get old one day, when I'm on my deathbed, I don't want to be there and say, I wish I did this or I wish I did that. I don't want to have regrets. I want to say that I've made the most of what I can when I had the time to.
Yeah, I had that other quote as well. They say it's much better of like oops than if. You know what I mean? Like if, like oops, like it's good, better to have this oops feeling than the oops. I wish or if.
I wish that.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's. How about wish?
Wish. Wish is a wonderful thing. I mean, we all have a wish list and a wish that we can complete this, a wish to do that. So wishing is nice. But again, it's a fairy tale idea. But it's a nice to have.
Absolutely.
I have a wish list of myself. I add onto my list, and then sometimes I'll try and make some of those things a reality or possibility because we have to.
Great. Last one now. South Africa.
South Africa. How to explain South Africa? It's very beautiful. It's Mzansi. We have this area in South Africa called the Johannesburg. That's where my heart lies. It's one of the most beautiful places in our whole country. I spend a lot of time there whenever I can. So to me, Mzansi, it's a beautiful place.
Cool.
It really
Okay,
is.
Ben. So now, let's pretend now. I'm going to have a coffee with your best friends, and I'm going to ask your best friends, define Ben in only one positive word and one negative word only. What do you think your best friend will define yourself?
My best friend and a positive word. So obviously I'm a great energy to and a great friend to have around. And in a bad one, they'll probably just call me an asshole because I do have my moments. I do not, how can I say this? Sometimes when people do pity parties, especially friends, I cannot entertain that. So I just tell them straight up, no, it's not like that. It's because you didn't do this or you didn't do that. This is why we are in this situation. Let's not feel sorry for ourselves. It is what it is. So yeah.
Cool.
Like
Great. Okay, and Ben, let's play now Ben in the Magic Box, and you can ask me a question, okay? Right, you can ask me a question now, Ben.
So, I've actually watched a few of your shows, and one question that stood out to me was, I think it's a very nice question to ask people. If you had one superpower in this world, what would it be?
Right, very good question. To be very honest to you, if I would have a superpower, I would have the power of open people's minds, like just making people open their minds, like understand more things about the world, about religion, about sexuality, about politics, about anything. You know, I think it would be, I would put this in people's mind, like, okay, it's, you don't, even if you don't understand, if you see something different that you don't understand, just accept it, respect it, that's it. I think the world would be a much better place if people would accept things, would understand things. Yeah, even if open-minded, yeah, I would have the power of making people have this very open-minded way of seeing things. It doesn't matter what, it doesn't matter what would be, but just be open-minded and understand. You don't need to, like, even to understand, but just respect, I think would be a nice way. I think the world would be a better place. So we don't have too many controversies, too many hates, and I think people would be more together, you know, there would be more understanding. I think that would be my superpower.
I really like that answer. That is a really good answer.
Yeah, I think if I had that. Ben, did you have a good time? Did you enjoy the experience?
I had a very good time. I'm very excited. When you contacted me, I was like, okay, let me do this. So it was very nice. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun. I'm glad we did.
Thank you so much. Thanks so much. I appreciate it.
We are an individual, and you are identified by who you are. It's really nice. And I actually really like your show. It's been very entertaining to watch.
Thank you so much.
Actually get to see and understand people, or see them in different ways, because we are not all the same. We are not. There's not one person in this planet, even twins, that are not the same. So it's really nice.
Totally. No, thank you so much for your time. Thanks for being so sweet, so kind, and accept my invitation. So much, Ben. Just before we finish the call, if you don't mind to share a positive quote or a positive message, anything that inspires you in life.
It's positive quote, a positive message. I thought about this one, and this is how I live my life. I have a philosophy, and this is also something that I've picked up. If people do not pay or contribute towards your life or your bills, their opinion should not matter in your life. You should be the truest version of yourself as best as you can, and it doesn't matter what other people think. People always have opinions about us. You're never going to change that. So just go out, live your life to the best as you can. And I don't want to swear about what they think. Just live your life.
Yay, very good one. I like that. I think I learned that in life as well. You could be the perfect person in the world, but there's always going to be someone that's not going to like you for some reason, and it's part of the journey. I think it would be boring if everyone loves you. I think you need those people as well that don't like you for some reason, they don't understand you, whatever. I think it's part of the journey as well. You're grateful.
I've discovered a lot of people are so worried about what other people think about you, and why
Totally.
should it matter? Why should you catch yourself in that moment? It doesn't matter. You do not have the affection in your life, so why do you let their opinion ruin your life?
Sure. Ben, it's been a pleasure. Thank you so much for your time. Thanks so much for doing this with me. We're gonna keep in touch, okay? Take care.
Thank you so much. Take care. Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So, did you like the show? Don't forget to give a like, to share it, and also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you'd like to be part of the show as well, first, subscribe to our channel, and after that, just go to our website, www.williamandthemagicbox.com, and send us a request saying why you'd like to be part of the show. And I see you there. Bye bye, see you next time.